Hi there, it's Adam bringing you another video to the channel, another episode in the 21-22 UK Model Airport series. Missed last weekend because really I was in a bit of a difficult situation with my foot. Turns out I've had a spell of gout, which if you've had that, I'm pretty sure you'll know what it's like. If you haven't, it's not something you want either. It's still kind of ongoing. I am certainly able to walk a lot better, but it's still kind of a little bit niggly in the sort of the toe joint, which is where it usually mostly affects, I believe. It's one of them things. Yeah, obviously taking medication where possible, and yeah, hopefully just kind of getting through it. Had a blood test, got to go back from the results to sort of talk about that, I guess. I think it's mostly kind of dietary based, which I imagine it probably will be. That's probably one of the factors for why I've got it. So that wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is. But yeah, that's the reason why we missed sort of last weekend. This update, literally just before doing the photos and videos, I've had to tweak a little bit just because I kind of misjudged something, which I'll explain as we go through the video. I'm going to start off on the left hand side. So if we zoom in, we have this Vueling A320 pushing back, heading back out to Barcelona as VY8749. Registration Echo Charlie Lima Victor Sierra, as you can see on pushback there. Next up we have this British Airways E190 operating as BA8708, arriving from London City, British Airways BA City Flyer, E190, registration Golf Lima Charlie Yankee Oscar. And then we have the Qatar, the sort of evening Qatar schedule as QR15 Qatar Airways 777-300ER Alpha 7 Bravo Echo Charlie, arrived from Doha. So yeah, originally, now most of the other Qatars we've utilised have been on the right hand side. I misjudged where, I don't know how I did this because I certainly looked at this during planning, but the air bridge on the right hand side doesn't accommodate for the sort of main door, sort of the L2 door that you'd utilise, which is as you can see in this case is what's going on here. Basically on the right hand side, the main wide body stand centre line is closer to the air bridge than it is on this side. So originally I was going to have the Qatar, as I previously had with the 787 and A330, on the right hand side, but due to this sort of oversight that I've made with the position of the door and how the airbridge will meet, I've had to put the 777 on this side. So going forward, certainly if a 777 is going to be on one of these, would be on one of these two, so it's probably going to be more on the left. The other stands can accommodate, it just depends how close the actual centre line is to the airbridge. But yeah, again, that's something oversized. And originally the British Airways was actually on the stand that the Qatar was on. So if we pan across, the Qatar would have been on this nearest stand, which is now vacant, and would have been positioned next to this Sri Lankan A330-200 registration for Romeo Alpha Lima Hotel. This is operating from and to Colombo as UL 503 and 504. Sponsoring the, not sponsoring, but supporting the One World livery. This is one of 3 Sri Lankan models that were were active in the 21-22 period. May even still be active in modern day as well. But yeah, again, a nice little bit of rotation. Yeah, always nice to. And to be honest, this is the first time I've really been able to present Sri Lankan Airlines properly. I think I mentioned the story before, but just briefly, the reason why I like Sri Lankan Airlines so much is I don't really know anything too much about the country or the airline itself, but back in the day I got an Airliner World magazine, I think it was, and on the front cover there was a Sri Lankan A330 like taking off, and ever since that magazine I've just had this sort of love for Sri Lankan Airlines and the livery. More so the style of lettering I think they have. Obviously on this occasion you can't really see that because you've got the One World livery. Although it does have Sri Lankan underneath, but not as noticeable as the usual livery. But yeah, that's why I like Sri Lankan Airlines. And then panning across, we have sort of two 777s together. Of course, the DHL, Southern Air, we already know about, will be departing in the next update. And the next up with the Aerologic 777-200F, registration Delta Alpha Alpha Lima Charlie, arriving from Leipzig as BOX 110. Continues on the same flight number out to Cincinnati eventually. I think it's about 2.5 hour turnaround, I think, or so. Yeah, arrives about 7:30ish and then departs about 10. So, yeah, give or take. I would like to see maybe another Aerologic, either in the Aerologic colours or DHL Aerologic colours, just to kind of add a bit of diversity, because at the minute I've only got that one operating this service, and it is a sort of daily service through the week, I believe. So that may or may not feature quite often. But yeah, that is the update. So not really much else to report really. Obviously, like I said, I've explained the why we missed last weekend, which is not something like I said that you want, but is it's not pleasant having gout. Not really something to be proud of either, like as such, like if it is dietary based, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this update. It's a little bit different because it's I've had to switch things around last minute with the Qatar not working out properly as I thought it was going to do. British Airways moving and things like that. But yeah, again, hopefully you've enjoyed the update, and hopefully we can keep on track of doing updates sort of weekly going forward.